Hello, and welcome back to Cooking with Hannah. Today, we're making potato soup. This potato soup recipe makes enough for 2 bowls of soup. It's also an approximate recipe because I don't have one, so I'm just going from memory. And it is a basic potato soup recipe, so if there's other stuff you want to add to make it fancy, you could do that. So first thing, get yourself one big potato and peel it, or scrub it, wash it, peel it, and chunk it into bite-sized cubes. Okay, next, grab yourself a pot with some water and salt and put your potatoes in there and bring that to a boil. Don't forget the salt. My dad always says, add the salt. Alright, once it's boiling, or basically boiling, go ahead and lower the heat some. I don't know how low I can really get this. And let it go until the potatoes are tender. Probably be about 10-ish minutes for this potato right here. And you can cover it too, or not cover it. I think it's both fine, either way. They're now tender and easily cut through it with a fork. Oh shoot. So, now, okay, drain your potatoes. And after you drain them, we're gonna move on to the soup part. Put 2 tablespoons of butter in a pan and melt it, and add 2 tablespoons of flour and mix it all together. So you're making your roux now, which is what thickens your soup. You're gonna let this go for about a minute or so till it gets starting to get a little brown, and then we're gonna add our milk. Add 2 cups of milk to your roux mixture stuff, and then add potatoes, salt, and pepper to taste. So now we have our potatoes, salt and butter in here, and bring it to a boil. Then turn the heat low and let it all just come together for about 10 minutes. You can add more potatoes, less milk, more or less salt and pepper, however you want it to taste. The key is just you need to boil your potatoes first in bite-sized chunks, and then you make the thickening mixture with your flour and butter. Get that going, brown it for about a minute or so. Add in however much milk you want. Then add in salt and pepper, then add in your cooked potatoes, and then let that all cook together for a little bit. And pro tip, this is actually tastes better the next day after it's had a while to soak in all the flavors. So maybe if you eat it right after you cook it, it'll taste a little bland, but day 2, woo, it is good. I mean, it was good anyway, but it is real good on day 2. So, yeah, anyway. Make sure you're stirring it sometimes because you don't want it to burn. You might not need to boil it this high, but I can't get the flame much lower, so, personal discretion. Here's the finished product, so dig in.